I feel better that I got an hour back, but I don't know.
There was a time change?
There was a time change.
That's why
Yeah.
I woke up at 6:30 well rested. I was like, what
Like what?
happened?
How did that happen?
Yes, there was a time change last night.
Okay.
My cat did not get the memo.
I forgot
They
to call
don't.
her.
They
and
never
tell
do.
her.
They never do.
That's my fault. I should have called her and said, hey, don't forget time.
Called everybody.
Yeah. So now we're getting dark, what, about quarter to 5?
Yikes.
Yes.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. This is the year of remembering. We continue with that theme, and the topic for November is abundance. I look forward to all the speakers that have something to say about that this month, and I think it's going to be a great thing to discuss and talk about. Anyone here for the first time today? Sir, would you mind standing and give us your name?
So my name is Umesh Shukla.
Umesh?
Yes.
And where are you from?
Oh, I just moved from Southern California to Mariposa.
Oh,
and I've been
nice.
looking around for a spiritual house, found you on the net and saw some of your recordings, and I thought I should explore.
Wonderful. Welcome. Let's give them some love. That's great.
I'm glad to have you here.
Yes, you found your spiritual home right here. Welcome, welcome. Anybody else? I don't think so. Anybody on Zoom?
No,
All veterans,
all
huh?
oldies, yep.
All veterans. Oldies? Well, I'm going to call them oldies. Okay. I'm going to ask our musicians, we have Cheyenne and Warren with us today, to play a little something for us toward a little meditation time. Well, let's get comfortable and enjoy what they have to do, and we'll go into silent motion, meditation for you.
I'm going to call my friend Ian up to hold the cards that I made for the English translation of this song. Sorry, yeah, we changed the plan.
Wow, this is like TV. This is great.
It's so beautiful in Spanish. I thought about translating it like vocally, but I thought it would be better to just have the translation.
Is this one the first one?
They're numbered. Okay. Yo soy la llama violeta transmutadora. Yo soy la presencia divina aquí y ahora. Yo soy la llama violeta en acción aquí y ahora. Yo soy la riqueza y el amor de Dios aquí y ahora. Yo soy la llama violeta. Yo soy el yo soy. Yo soy la llama violeta. Yo soy el yo soy. Yo soy la llama violeta transmutadora. Yo soy la presencia divina aquí y ahora. Yo soy la llama violeta en acción aquí y ahora. Yo soy la riqueza y el amor de Dios, aquí y ahora. Yo soy la llama violeta. Yo soy yo soy. Yo soy la llama violeta. Yo soy yo soy. Yo soy la llama violeta transmutadora. Yo soy la presencia divina aquí y ahora. Yo soy la riqueza y el amor de Dios aquí y ahora. Yo soy la llama violeta en acción aquí y ahora. Yo soy la llama violeta. Yo soy yo soy. Yo soy la llama violeta. Yo soy yo soy. Yo soy la llama violeta transmutadora. Yo soy la presencia divina aquí y ahora. Yo soy la violeta en acción aquí y ahora. Yo soy la riqueza y el amor de Dios aquí y ahora. Yo soy la llama violeta. Yo soy yo soy. Yo soy la llama violeta. Yo soy yo soy.
God, Spirit, source. Thank you for this morning. Thank you for the opportunity to be together and to rejoice, knowing that we do have abundance all the time. It is freely ours. It was meant for us to have what we want and to receive as we give. We know this is how abundance works. So blessed to have this beautiful moment today with this musician starting us off with a fabulous, fabulous song. I thank you, God, for this and so much more. And so it is. Thank you, Cheyenne. That was
You're welcome. That was a song by Ivan Donaldson.
Thank you, Ivan.
very nice. Very nice.
Thank you, Cheyenne.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
You too, Warren.
And now it's time for a spiritual thought. I want to bring up John Lalonde for that. Good morning, John.
Good morning.
Good morning, my lord.
Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you. Oh, I too want to say thank you, Cheyenne and Warren. That was lovely, and thank you, Ian, for your role with the cards. Well, the theme, as we've heard, is abundance, and this is the first Sunday in November. There are 5 Sundays in November. So we are going to hear about abundance from 10 different speakers this month. So let me be the first to say it. There is an abundance of abundance in this month of November. So abundance is also, I think, it's our first monthly theme that has a symbol that goes along with abundance, and that is the cornucopia. We all know that symbol, the woven basket, that now is often a Thanksgiving decoration or decoration, but it has a long history. Started, the mythology is that Zeus somehow in energetic play broke the horn of the goat Amalthea. There's probably people that know how to say that, but that was the goat that was feeding Zeus, that made him big and strong. He broke it off. It is the shape of a cornucopia, woven thing, and that became the form for what cornucopias were. And it is thought to be the source of Zeus's nourishment throughout his life. In practical use, it was a basket for harvesting things. We know the shape of it. It had strings. It was tied around your shoulder, and you had both hands free to put things into it. So it's not just our Thanksgiving, but it's a powerful symbol around the world throughout history, and it symbolizes harvest or prosperity and spiritual abundance. The secular definition of abundance is very great quantity, more than enough, overflow, excess, copious, ample. So you can see from the secular definitions that it's really talking about stuff. It's not talking about what we here on a Sunday morning at a church are talking about, spiritual abundance. But that is part of its symbology over the years. So I want to start with abundance is so often thought of as the belongings, as the things we can acquire, the material things that we can acquire. What its spiritual sense is getting at, and what Joe's prayer really said all we needed to hear. We don't need 10 talks on it. But what the abundance is our belief, our internal, our really taking it in, that the abundance is rooted in the trust that God or divine spirit is everywhere, in all things, available to be called forth through our faith into whatever form our hearts desire. That was a Charles Fillmore definition, end quote. So abundance in the spiritual sense is really trusting that the very nature of God, trusting our oneness with God, with God's endless supply, with God's ideas, successes available to us in our lives as we create our lives and co-create our lives with Spirit. It's about feeling strong in your mind, feeling strong in your body, feeling strong in your soul, regardless of the external circumstances, and knowing that what you need and knowing that your needs will be met. That is the spiritual sense of abundance. So some authors refer to that as the abundant mind or prosperity mind. And just in preparing for this and looking at different, there are an abundance of issues to be talked about with the subject of abundance. I really look forward to it. But one of the things was looking at the flip of abundance, and that is having what is referred to as a scarcity mindset. So looking, instead of at our abundance, paying attention more to our lack, to never having enough, and just generally believing, in the words of Albert King, if it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. So it's just that kind of, sorry sack kind of thing that is not the abundant mind. It is part of that scarcity mind. So I was thinking worry is really practicing that scarcity mindset. It's strengthening it. It's basically, as you worry, that's basically an affirmation about your life. It's visualizing the undesired outcome is either here now or arriving very soon, is what that worry is doing. And in doing so, we are actually denying the abundant nature of our spiritual being. We're denying that God has our back. God is with us in all that we do. Worry is denying that kind of thing. But so the visualizing that happens with worry is because we see it and feel it and taste it. We are really putting our mind at work to reinforce that worry. So what that means is we can flip that. We can visualize what we want. We can take a worry, or we can take something we observe of ourselves that is a lack, that we're obsessing about lack in our lives, and we can rethink that. That goes with things we've talked about last month in choosing our thoughts. We can direct our thoughts, flip the worry to more of an affirmation that works for us, and but through the use of visualization. So I looked at an old book that all ministers and practitioners have had to read, Spiritual Economics by Eric Butterworth. And in it, he has a psychological study that he outlines that is an example of the power of visualization to make the changes that we desire. And this was an experiment that was really fun. He had a bunch of students come to a gym and shoot free throws. And they recorded how many they made. After they threw the free throws, they broke them into 3 groups. One group was told, go home, don't do anything. Don't touch a basketball, don't think about basketball, don't do anything. The second group was sent home and told to come back every day for the next 30 days and shoot free throws for an hour. So really physically practice. The third group was told to go home and for an hour each day visualize shooting a basketball. They came back after 30 days, they shot again, and the people that were told to go home and do nothing about basketball had exactly the same percentage. They didn't improve, they didn't get worse. The second group that was told to come and practice an hour a day for 30 days, they improved their percentage by 24%. They were making 24% more free throws as a result of practicing for 30 days. The people that were sent home to visualize just visualized shooting a basketball, they improved their scores by 23%. So just 1% less than the people who actually practiced it. So I thought that was really interesting, that just by engaging our minds in our desired activity, we can improve by 23%. In the shooting of basketballs. I'm sure it varies, but it reminded me of seeing Olympic skiers on the top of before they start their giant, very scary run. And they're going like this, and they're just visualizing where they're going to turn, how the course is laid out, and they're just getting their mind in tune with the activity going down. So visualization is a tool that we can use, that we can direct our thoughts. We can set aside the thoughts of lack and move to a higher point of view and know our oneness with God and choose thoughts that lead to the desired outcome, knowing that we are resting that on the nature of God. The abundant nature of God is there for us, and as we visualize that in the space that was once occupied by lack and worry, as we think about the nature of God, we can fill that void and bring that desired outcome that we want. Yes. After that, we sit back like we do at the end of this month and just bask in gratitude for the abundant nature of our lives. Yes. And so it is.
Yes. Beautiful. Visualization. It's a fabulous thing. You win it?
Missed it.
No, I made it. Goes in every time. Visualization. That's a great thing. Thank you so much, John. That was wonderful. We have some music for you. Warren and Cheyenne both. Let's give them some more love, shall we?
This is a song about abundance that you guys have probably heard before. But I love it so much, I won't stop doing it.
Yay!
Last time we played this, I think we played it 3 or 4 times.
Oh my gosh, at an abundance ceremony, they kept asking us to play it over and over, but they gave us like $150 in tips while we were playing it, so that works for me.
Should I get the tip jar?
I should know the words by now. If I don't, then I'll look. Keep going.
I am so grateful for this life that I have to live. Oh, and I am so grateful for all that I have to give. For I live in a world of abundance, in a true never-ending source from above. Oh, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love. I am so grateful, for I know that my path is blessed by a love so full and graceful. I can trust in every step, for I live in a world of abundance, in a true never-ending source from above. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love. above. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love. For I live in a world of abundance, in a true never-ending source from above. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love.
There it is. Perfect song. Abundance, because when we give, we receive. We know this. It's everywhere around us. I think that's probably going to fire up our speaker now to come up and talk with us. Reverend Luana Bull, come on up here. Are you feeling full abundance? Go get it.
Oh, good morning, good morning. Good morning. I'm catching faces that I didn't get to see before I sat down.
Is that Kuan Yin on your clothing?
What?
Is that Kuan Yin?
I do believe she's also Kuan Yin.
Wow, that's epic.
Isn't that something? And it's, the fall colors. So epic. Oh my goodness. So good to be here with you today. Let's see here. Now, who picked these topics anyway? Just kidding. We know who did. It was a group. It was a beautiful group. It was a joy to come together with Judy and with Kim and myself, and we did pick them. And I think 10's going to be perfect. 10 people talking on abundance, perfect. Of course, we can also get into gratitude. We can get into Thanksgiving. We can get into so many things because it's abundant. I love it when we co-create together. I absolutely love it. I love it, Cheyenne, when you show up. I get to sing with you. Makes me so happy.
Having people sing too.
I love it when we participate in the opportunities that exist. And we let the magnificence out. But that isn't always what's going on with us, is it? Nope. I've had some going on with us in the last few weeks for myself. There are times we get heavy laden. I don't even know where these old words come from, you guys. I don't say them every day. It just felt like it, Does it come with a pulpit? Maybe. But we get heavy, we get burdened, we get frustrated. We know those negative emotions that we can get into. And for me, as I was experiencing it most recently, I was buying into another lie. I was buying into a story that just wasn't true. And when that fear or whatever it is that shows itself, and you're in the midst of experiencing it, or I was in the midst of experiencing it, I was buying into it at that moment. I was saying it was true. I was putting my energy right on into it and accepting it as, yep. There are times I can scare myself just by kind of, the wings start to stretch out and you go, oh, maybe not. I'm going to go for it. Oh, maybe not. And there's this back and forth. Now, I'm okay with it. It's not like I shouldn't live through it. But it's still not the truth of us. If we've got wings, we're meant to fly. If ever anyone comes in to the PLC, I know we have our practice, and that practice is that after the service, there'll be someone at the for the meditation room. If anyone comes in and you could really use some loving up when you come in, please know it doesn't take any time at all for you to recognize who the ministers and practitioners are here. We show ourselves every Sunday, so it doesn't take any time for that to happen. Grab up any practitioner that you feel, this is the one I'm going to talk to. And we'll go in the back and we'll meditate with you. We'll pray with you. We'll treat with you. So just to know, we don't always have to come in for celebration, even though we will spend a lot of time celebrating. When we're not in that space, I know for myself, my ears just can't hear. And it would be wonderful to have a soothing and comforting experience. And so just want you to grab us up, beeline for the meditation room, and just know that even though that hasn't been our regular practice, it's available. Joe just said always, if you didn't hear it, always. I also want to say no one and nothing can ever come between God and God's own. And all of life is God's own. And as much as we can see it in nature and feel it in nature, we are God's own. Nothing and no one can come between God and God's own. Even with the roles that we've accepted as stewards here at the PLC, I see myself as 11 years old. Nope, that's not what I meant to say.
It's okay, you can be 11.
I kind of am. I actually have felt and experienced myself as being a student. I'm a student of New Thought, Ancient Wisdom teachings. I'm a student of my inner dimensions. I'm an explorer of my inner dimensions. I accept that I am a whole-souled participant in life. I have, for as long as I can remember, been exploring those inner dimensions, even as a child. Tripping out quite often, too. Of who and what I am. Is it the existential question? What am I? I'm partly motivated by that, but I'm also motivated by a desire to have even better relations and a desire to co-create well in this world. Did you get to see the Jane Goodall interview? Anybody? Okay. It was released following her making her transition, which was October 1st, which is just a month ago. There was so much to take in from her lifetime of work that was being shared. I mean, keep in mind, it's just a snippet. It's an interview, probably an hour, just over an hour interview of her work and how gracious and beloved she is. I say is because even when people have made their transition, I tend to feel the isness of them still. Jane Goodall sharing about her experiences with spiritual awareness and making rain stop. She didn't make it happen, but she basically invited it to happen, and it happened. There were a couple times that she did that. So she had a mystical quality to her for sure. Love and gratitude she obviously carried for her mother, towards her mother. I found it very moving. My mom wasn't anything like her mom, but I also have an endearing feeling about my mom. She said she lived her life's path. She felt that we all have a life's path, and she actually lived hers. She also has been referred to as an old soul, and she kind of accepted that, it seemed. Huh? Speak a little louder. Okay. I believed it to be metaphysical and natural to hear her speak of being this little girl exploring with worms on her bed and spending 4 hours in a chicken coop trying to figure out where that egg comes from. She did. And is that not a scientist's mind? She also knew at the age of 10 that she wanted to be with the wild animals on what was called at the time the dark continent, Africa. That's what it was called then. She said she read every book she could get her hands on the subject of the animals and Africa, because there weren't that many, but she read them. She also said a couple of times when she, she did say those couple of times when she was with the worms on the bed and 4 hours missing because she was in a chicken coop trying to figure out where that egg came from. By the way, she came back talking to Mom, so excited. She realized she could have been scolded then. Her interest could have been shut down because she was missing for 4 hours. She scared the bejeebers out of people. And it was quite the mess with those worms. But she said that her mom saw her and saw her interest, and that the flames of the little girl's heart, her heart's desire, they were fanned. And powerful abundance and more was witnessed by me in the telling of her story. She called forth so much that was in her heart to experience and express. It doesn't escape me, though, that her story, as I got to witness it in that interview on that day, is just a snippet of a person's life. She did seem immensely true to herself. She had some views I didn't completely agree with, which is what we all have. Views that we don't completely agree with. But boy, could I love her up just by her being her. And I felt loved up by the fact she was her. It's amazing. For this talk, I was going through some quotes on abundance. You know how they're so available on the internet. And I stumbled on a video that was attributed to the writings of Florence Scovel Shinn. Now, how many here are familiar with the writings of Florence Scovel Shinn? More than saw the Jane interview. I actually had her book in my library, one of the few books that I had not scoured. But that video was liberating and revelatory. The way she shared truth felt like you were having a conversation with her. I loved it. So I went and got the book in my library that I hadn't read, and I started reading through it. I found them thoroughly inspiring and, like I said, very, very liberating. Here's one of her quotes. Unexpected doors fly open. Unexpected channels are free. And endless avalanches of abundance are poured out upon me under grace in perfect ways. If we had any thoughts of not, can't, won't, does that just like knock them out of the picture? Oh. So grateful for consciousness of Jane, consciousness of Florence, consciousness of everyone, that we can feel and sense and be with each other in the ways that we can, and receive and send. It is amazing. The word consciousness, it's so powerful, but it's also for me a little abstract. It doesn't click for me as well as unexpected doors fly open. But the thing is it's truth telling. It's our knowing with what we are. And as we have those moments where we're no longer bound or heavy laden, there is lift, and we don't make the lift happen, but boy, do we get to experience it. The lift of our spirits. Recently, I discovered another author, and she was, again, another person I kind of stumbled upon. We could say the universe was leading the way. Her name is Lorna Byrne. Anybody familiar with her work? A little bit of Lorna Byrne. She's is it Irish? I think she's Irish. Beautiful accent, by the way, to listen to her, because I'm doing her book on Audible. It's called Love from Heaven, and it was released February of 2017. She writes about her witnessing in some very unconventional ways. She has a very close relationship with angels, something that I've never personally had. I always feel like I've got a guardian angel, especially on my car in the parking lots. But she has a very unconventional way of seeing just how much of the massive amount of love that each of us is, how much we actually let out. So since she was this little girl, these angels have been kind of like calibrating her for this ability to be able to witness love, and witness love coming from each of us. One of the things that she said in her story that I've listened to so far is that she said it's an average of about 25% of the love that we are that we actually let out. That's an average. She also pointed out, of course, that there were lots of people that are not the average, but few people that would let it all out or live very long in that. She says that babies come in and they're open, but then maybe because of race consciousness, who knows, this happens. She mentioned how important it is for the world and for each of us, for our health and for the health of the world, to let out just a little bit more. She even mentioned, as I imagine we all already know, just by being fellow spiritual beings, she mentioned that the reason we hold back giving our love is because of
Fear.
Programming.
Beliefs.
Keep going. I love it. Keep going.
I don't have enough love
Fear.
to give.
Being hurt.
I don't know.
Fear of being hurt.
Scarcity.
All of these have something in her actual sharing was past hurts. We experience a hurt, we shut ourselves down, and then we can, but we don't necessarily open back up as much. So even though there is so much more that I'll be listening to, and I'll pass on the good stuff to you, promise. I've already been reminded in her sharing of our potential, of our infinite potential that Angie always mentioned. And it feels true to my bones that the love that we already are, the giving, the sharing, the seeing each other, the hearing each other, the speaking our truth to each other with kindness and compassion, all of this is really, really important. Just knowing we are love, once again, this is coming up by a lot of authors today, our contemporaries. They're not seeing us in the old light or speaking about us in the old light. They're speaking about us and seeing us as love. And that, to me, speaks volumes about the abundance that we are. There are times that we think and we talk about God and what God already has going on when we witness it and when we experience it. What is happening in the spiritual nature of us or in the spiritual realms. There are times we talk to divine presence, affirmative prayer, and we listen to presence, meditation. And there are times, and I believe more and more of these are happening, there are times we talk from oneness with God. And some of us, are with a credential and a devotion and a doctorate, and some of us aren't. Because we're all spiritual beings. When I see you, and I talk with you, and I listen with you, unless I'm tired or distracted, and yes, that can happen, without a shadow of a doubt, I know I am in the company of sacred. Sacred being, that's what we are. And when we say this, sometimes I have doubt that it will be heard. And that's just a little scared 11-year-old. When they're not going to believe me. They're not going to believe what I'm saying. And sometimes we do have that little scared person that's saying, I don't know if I should or could or would. I don't know. But I'm nothing if I'm not sincere and real as often as I can be. So God's presence, if you would like to, I'm not saying anybody has to do this, but if you would like to, when I say God's presence is, feel free to say our presence or my presence. God's presence is
Our presence.
God's feelings are
Our feelings.
God's activity is
My activity.
God's love is
Our love.
God's voice is
Our voice.
God's vision is
Our vision.
God's knowing is
Our knowing.
God's abundance is
Our abundance.
and God's wisdom is
Our wisdom.
and more and more. These dimensions that I'm telling you about, that I know and feel and sense in my being and get to witness every day when I visit with people, these dimensions are our dimensions. And for some weird reason, so far, I don't know why, we all kind of have not only our unique way of living with these dimensions and letting them out, but we also seem to have accent marks on some of them. That has some of us specializing in one thing and somebody else specializing in another. And I didn't make this. We didn't make this that I know of. Maybe we did in another realm that I'm unfamiliar with and can't recall. But we get to live with it. We get to experience it. We get to witness it. Discovering what is at the center of your being, it may require some attention, some awareness, some intention, some clearing, some cleaning. But your abundance, your good, it is a given. It is a given by grace. We don't have to make it happen. That is already, in my heart, that is already who we are. No one and no thing can come between you and Creator creating creation.
Yes.
Ever. And by the way, when I got out of my own way, it was a recognition of that. And it was wild how much energy just flew right back in. We are not making God in our image, which I know that gets spoken about sometimes. No, no, no. We are acknowledging and recognizing God. And if this is incorrect, if this is not accurate, if it is found out not to be true and something is more true, I will drop it. But I will share with you the juicy stuff I do discover for as long as it feels, and I believe I'm truth-telling with you. So, treatment, affirmative prayer. Affirmative prayer is acknowledging and recognizing God is. And we did that today. And we aren't unifying with God, for we are forever unified with God. Mm-hmm. We are unifying our awareness. That's what we're unifying. We're unifying our awareness with what is already happening with God. They've said, have eyes to see, ears to hear. And we're claiming. We have the power to claim. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but in the Lord's Prayer, give us our daily bread is not, would you please, and I know I'm asking a lot, and I mean, there is none of that in give us this day our daily bread. It is a declaration. Some say it's a command. You say, how can you command with God? Well, give it a try. If you don't like it, throw it on the ground. But we are claiming what has already been given and continues to be given. And we are, after that, expressing so sincerely, so honestly, with deep gratitude, we're expressing our thanks. That life is the way it is, God is the way God is, we are the way we are. And in that appreciation, the next thing to do is just let it go and go play. Or in those tender and difficult moments when we're face to face with someone's hurt or our own hurt, is to just have eyes of love with each other and say what comes from your heart. And it will be precious too. For that's you. So, living the abundant life in loving ways is what it's all about. If you're interested, and I get it, this may not be your thing as I share it, it's okay. I'm not hurt by it. I really am not. I do want to know more about what is your thing though. But this thing that Barney helped me to have available for you, it's still, there's a couple copies in the back of the room. The thing that's lovely about it is if we start to forget, we get to remember all that we already are, and it is quite extensive. So if this supports you on a day, it could be that picking up a reading, it could be going and seeing someone you trust and talking with them, it could be using the Angie's Lending Library. Whatever it is, just know that I feel really grateful to be with you on this journey. I do. A little scared sometimes because of the new role kind of thing. I go back and forth. But please know, I'm so grateful to be with you.
Yes.
And thrilled that you're living your lives in your shining ways. With us, each, us, me, him, Cheyenne, Jackie, All right, you guys, I'm done. Namaste.
Wow. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. Fabulous. It is time for our offertory, and I'd like to ask a couple of volunteers to come up and help me with this, please. And let's do our offertory statement. Divine love
Divine love
flowing through
through
me blesses and increases
all
that I give and all that I receive. There it is. Thank you, ushers. Thank you.
Going that way? Okay, I'll go this way.
Oh, I love your shirt. That is so nice.
For those on Zoom who would like to give an offertory to the PLC, you may tithe going into the iFocus email that Luana puts out each and every week.
Okay, I'm taking off now.
Come back, Barney.
Have a good lunch.
He wants that abundance.
As you look through the mail, you will find this green button, and all you have to do is push that to be able to send your donation to the PLC. It's very easy to do.
Yes.
That's just for you.
Beautiful. Now I'm getting hungry.
Well, they're falling out of the sky.
I love it. I love it. Also, for people wanting prayer today, I want to remind you we do have a frog box in the very back corner. You can fill out a slip of paper that's right there for a positive prayer that you'd like for yourself or someone else. Put that in the frog box. I collect those and I put those out to all the ministers and practitioners each and every week. If you want to meet with John, our practitioner, after service, he is available, as all ministers and practitioners are too. So just remind you of that, okay? Announcements. Do we have any announcements? Way back, Reverend Robin?
I'm just going to say, don't forget there's going to be cookies and coffee back there.
Cookies and coffee.
Hot water, tea.
Yeah, and tea. Thank you so much, ladies, for all you do for that. Thank you. Somebody else? John?
Yeah. I'll just announce from here, just a reminder, the Native American Flute Circle is this coming Saturday, the 9th, 1:30 for beginners, 2 o'clock for everybody. Will be done by 3:30, set up, and then at 4, Reverend Judy DeRosa leads the drum circle. And that will happen. Oh, is it the 8th? Oh, please. Thank you. Please come on the 8th, not the 9th. Well, come here on the 9th.
It's Saturday.
Okay, all right. Next weekend, Saturday, 1:30 for flutes, 4 for drums.
Yes, thank you, John. Thank you. Ronnie?
Well, I wasn't going to come today, but I kind of needed to because I've been feeling some dark moments throughout the last year. As everyone knows, I've said it too many times, we got a $1.6 million grant to separate hydrogen from methane from the Department of Energy last year. And then our illustrious leader cut off that funding. So my whole team, all the people we'd assembled, were just caught flat-footed with no money. Then I put together a deal with some Saudi Arabian investors, and that's going forward, but I was kicked out of that deal. The one stipulation for the deal to go forward was Bernard Berrier would not be involved in the deal. Thursday, I was informed that another grant that I put into motion for $1.4 million was approved, but only for $1 million. And so now all of the teammates, interestingly enough, say that there's not enough money to do the project. And what is proven here today to me is there is enough money to do the project, and we don't need to feel a sense of the lack of the $400,000 we didn't get. What we need to do, what we can do, is to just know that through the infinite supply that is the universe, we have enough, and we can move forward. So the project is to process all forms of waste, organic, inorganic, plastics, into usable fuels. And if we make those fuels maybe out of trash, we don't have to invade Venezuela.
Okay. Thank you, Bobby.
Joe?
Yes, Judy.
I'd like us to take a moment to think about the people in Jamaica and hold them in our hearts and our thoughts, and have that abundance flow to making homes and energy and a higher consciousness that we are all connected.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Reverend Cheyenne. Yes. Yes, dear.
This year, we're gonna have a Christmas tree. And what we're looking for is decorations for same. And what we would like is to have pictures of somebody you wanna remember, or yourself as a baby, mounted on something, a piece of felt, a doily, something. We'll provide hooks or ribbons or something to hang it on the tree. And I left a red basket back at the table here. You can put your stuff in there and we will decorate a tree inside.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Marianne. Thank you.
One more thing. There are a bunch of pears out front for anyone who wants them.
Yes, they're here. Enjoy. Thank you for bringing those, Barney. Anybody else?
This came up today as a possibility. I don't know if you know where this is hung usually, but it's actually just to the right of the door
Yes.
when you enter. And it's about the 7 sacred practices that we can engage in for our own journey. And here's what I would like to know. I'm going to leave these are dry erase, and I'd love for you to put little hash marks where you would like to have more experience with in community, whatever ones that you see here. So it'll be on the table, or let's say in the kitchen. Let's say in the kitchen. It'll be in the kitchen, and take your time with it. It's not going to be rushed, but I would love to get people's feedback about what you'd like to see more of in support for these sacred practices, okay? Cool.
Yes, thank you, Luana. Thank you.
In fact, I'll go put it there.
All right. Next week's speaker will be Reverend Bob Hand. We'll have him here. I cannot wait to hear what that man has to say. It's always interesting. Let's do our prayer of protection together, shall we? The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The energy of God is me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Yes, amen, amen. Can we have one more piece of music from our musicians, please? Aren't they fabulous? They really play well together.
It's such an honor and a privilege to be here and play music and sing for you guys. I just wanted to express how grateful I am. I kind of want someone to randomly choose an option. Should we do this song in the original key or not in the original key? Somebody just shout out one.
Original. Oh, gee.
Thanks. I like it in the original key too, because that's what I always sang it in when I was growing up listening to the song. I think you guys will know this song. If you know it and you want to sing along, go ahead. I want it to be a surprise, so I'll save telling what it is and who it's by until after. Spend all your time waiting for that second chance, for the break that would make it okay. There's always some reason to feel not good enough, and it's hard at the end of the day. I need some distraction, oh beautiful release. Memories seep from my veins, let me be empty, oh and weightless, and maybe I'll find some peace tonight in the arms of the angel. Fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you feel. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent reverie. You're in the arms of the angel. May you find some comfort here. So tired of the straight line, and everywhere you turn, there's vultures and thieves at your back. The storm keeps on twisting, keep on building the lines that you make up for all that you lack. It don't make no difference. Escape one last time. It's easier to believe in this sweet madness. Oh, this glorious sadness that brings me to my knees. In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you feel. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent reverie. You're in the arms of the angel. May you find some comfort here. Let's sing the last part again. You're in the arms of the angel. May you find some comfort here. That was beautiful singing, you guys.
George. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh my gosh, thank you to everyone who's been in service today for all that you do for your PLC. Reverend Judy, could I ask you to come up and give us a closing prayer, please? Don't steal my prayer.
Never. Embrace your day. Hold the love within your heart. Take this energetic out into the world and share it with everyone you meet. Love is continuous. We don't run out because it is the glue of the universe holding us together. Feel the peace in your heart, and we say, thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you.
And so it is. Thank you all for being here today. We'll see you again next Sunday. Stay after for cookies, tea, coffee, and sit around and hang out with each other today. Enjoy each other. Have a great week.
Okay.